Hey there, Teresa. Hey, Dave Dyer, married man. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for chiming back in. I was attempting to start this video a few moments ago, and I was on my mobile device, and for some reason, it kept getting disconnected like every 10 seconds or so. But what that tells me is that something was getting ready to be said. I probably don't even know what it is just yet, but evidently it was going to be a blessing to somebody. And so, you know me, I said, okay, there's more than one way to skin a cat, as my grandmother Hattie would say. So what I did was I went right over to my desk, whipped out my dinosaur laptop, and here I am. Hey there, Ray Fix. Good to see you, man. I hope that your son had a wonderful time at the beach with his granny. Hi, Teresa, Lakeisha, everybody. It's so good to see you all. And thank you so much for stopping in. I wanted to just share just a quick little nugget for just a moment, about how good God is and about, just want to give a reminder that we got to be careful about that devil. We've got to be careful about the enemy without who does not want any of you to become who and what God has said you shall become. I, had a great week last week. I had a victory that I have been striving for a couple of weeks, with my licensure process. And it was a hellacious process, you guys. Do you hear me? It tried to push me towards the edge of the ledge, but I hung in there, believing God. And, it took me 3 tries, but I got that thing done. Amen. Well, I was at worship service on Sunday, which was yesterday, and we had a great service. The word was good. The worship was incredible and all of that. At the end of service, Shirley, good to see you, lady, and congrats on your ventures there in Roanoke Rapids. At the end of service, I walked outside and was standing outside at the house of worship, talking with a couple of the members. And we were continuing to share about the goodness of God. And we were also sharing about some challenges that we had been each experiencing. We were, just being transparent, as we need to do sometimes, Teresa. We were being transparent. And, but the bottom line is, no matter what has been going on, we all said all praise continually goes to God. Well, at the end of our sharing, and we're all hyped, we have, continued to push one another's faith up in our words of faith. And as I turned around to walk down the steps and head towards my vehicle, just out of nowhere, I began to slide down the doorsteps. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. It's like everything in me froze. And I had another concern that no one knew about that was immediately on my mind. And that was the fact that I had been suffering with a backache for like a week. I think I pulled something wrong in the gym or something like that. But I hadn't said a word about it to anybody, not even to those members that I was talking with. So they didn't know. But when I turned around and I immediately, Ray, began to slide down the steps, it was the first thing on my mind. And I was like, oh my God. But before I hit the ground, Lakeisha, I promise you, 2 of those members who I was standing out there with, it just so happened that as we turned, one was on either side of me and I was in the middle, and we're walking down the steps. I was sliding, like going down a sliding board. But before I could hit the ground, those ladies on either side of me swooped and picked me up by the elbows just before I hit the ground. I was like, oh my God. And then I'm thinking, I'm okay. I'm fine. Now, what does this mean? I want you to check this out. Because, see, the revelation I got from that was I'm on a high. I'm thankful. I'm excited about this good thing. You know, Dave, you just got you a beautiful bride and you're on a high still about that wedding ceremony and this bride that you've gotten. But in the midst of us getting a win, I don't know if any of you watching me right now has ever been in a position, kind of like a holding pattern for a minute. And you've been trying to make some things happen, trying to get to another place, another level, or whatever the case may be. And it seemed as though there was holdups every step of the way. Or at least you go a little ways, and as soon as you think that this is it, I got it this time, I got a breakthrough, you hit another curve. You know, you get a curveball thrown at you. Well, that is where I had been. And now I get a win. Now I'm testifying about it. And then I walk out and almost immediately I slide down the steps. And before I hit the ground, like I was saying, God calls the angels that he had positioned around me to catch me before I hit the ground. Now, I felt led to stop in and let somebody know you may be in a slippery situation right now. You may feel like you have splattered and already hit the concrete. You may be contending with some things that seem like they have just got the best of you. You might feel as though, try as you might, you can't quite get your footing in this thing. Well, I stopped by tonight to tell somebody that God has got your back. He is always, always going to catch you before you fall. Yesterday, I was on my way down, and it would have been a bad thing. I don't know what might have happened had I slid and actually made contact with all those steps before the ladies caught me and broke my fall. God is about to break somebody's fall. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what you need tonight, but I want to let you know that as long as you keep walking in the right direction, Linda, thank you for joining in. As long as you just keep it moving in the direction that you know you're supposed to go in, as long as you keep your head on straight, you really don't have to worry about keeping your footing short. Because see, if you do your part, God will do his part, and he will keep your feet planted firmly on the ground. And you know the word says that he'll cause you to gain territory. You know, you'll conquer everywhere that your foot steps at. And that is what I experienced on yesterday. I know that I have literally, not only in the natural realm with my achievement that God himself pulled me through because I couldn't do it, okay? My God, I know more than I understand. Even I know that I have also entered into another place in the spiritual realm. And even yesterday, as the ladies and I were talking on the stairs to the church, one of the ladies said that to me, Ray. She said to me, Jackie, I don't know if you understand it or not, but you have literally entered through another portal in the atmosphere. And I'm like, wow, okay. I'm thinking about a career move. And I know there's marketplace ministry associated with that, but I began to immediately see even greater than what I knew, even greater than what I thought. I need to let somebody who's watching me tonight know that God has a safety net with your name on it already in position underneath the edge of the ledge where you might be standing right now. Oh my God, you can't even see the broken pavement in front of you, but the beautiful thing about it is you don't need to see it. All you need to do is see God. See God, see that prize that is ahead of you, and keep moving forward. Keep moving towards it, and let nothing cause you to give up. Let nothing cause you to stop when you know that you need to proceed. It might be hard. In fact, most likely it's going to be hard. The great things that we obtain, that the places we're able to get into, the connections that we're able to obtain in this life, these things don't come easy. They don't come easy. And the enemy is always trying to hold a brother up, always trying to hold a sister up. But if God is in your next move, is God in your next move? If God is in your next move, guess what? He's in your right now move, because one precedes the other. One precedes the other. All you got to do is maintain your posture, maintain your position, keep your head up, keep your hands lifted up, do your due diligence. Those are two powerful words I want to say to somebody right now. Due diligence. God is wanting to give you something that you've never had before, but he's still waiting on you to do your due diligence. We can't expect God to give us miracles when we won't work the plan that he has given us. We cannot expect miracles to fall out of the atmosphere when we refuse to follow simple instructions. So God had me to stop in tonight to just remind somebody, check your instructions. He's giving you instructions. He is literally waiting for you to do something different. He's waiting for you to throw your whole self into something. He is waiting for you to make up your mind that you would rather, oh my goodness, go with him and do what you need to do versus stay where you are, especially when you know it's not working. Can anybody identify? Can anybody identify with having spent some time, sold some time with people, places, and things, with stuff, with junk, with mess, with wrong thinking? Can anybody admit tonight that you have wasted time, you have wasted money, you have wasted energy, you have wasted other resources chasing after stuff that was not what and where God wanted you to be? He says in Revelations to come up higher. He wants to show us some things that we've never seen before. He wants to reveal some mysteries. He wants to show you all of those beautiful jewel tone colors that are found in the place of called heaven. But you have got to do your part. And you know, when you do your part, as I said a moment ago, you don't have to worry about what is going to happen, even when you're not even paying attention. Like yesterday, evidently, I wasn't even paying attention to how close I was to the end of the stairwell there, the stair step. But the thing I'm so appreciative of is that while I wasn't paying attention to me, God has had his eyes on me. Do you know that God always has his eyes on us? He has his eyes on us. And he has a future and a hope for us. He says he knows the plans that he has for us. I want the plan. Whatever the plan entails, I want the plan. And I don't want just part of the plan, you guys. I want the whole plan of God. I want the whole plan. So what I want you to know is, no matter where you might be, what you might be facing right now, I just wanted to share this few minutes of nugget to somebody to let you know, hang in there. Don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't get so mad that you can't even see straight, that you forfeit your blessing. Hold fast. Just be easy for just a little while longer. Just hold fast, because I promise you that God has got you. I give you my whole complete word. God has got you. He will catch you before you fall. He will catch you before you fall. You just have to make sure that you stay in position. Don't let flesh get in the way. Don't let ego get in the way. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let anything get in the way of you becoming that man, that woman that you were born to become. The world is waiting on that person. Your family is waiting. Your loved ones are waiting. The world is waiting on that person called you with your amazing self. So I just want you to stay encouraged. Just want you to stay encouraged tonight. I just want you to just make a commitment. Make a fresh commitment to give it your all this time. I don't know who I am speaking to, but God is saying this time, He is looking for your very all this time. You have given a little bit and you pull back. You have gone in a little bit more and you have pulled back. You have tried to go a different direction because you heard Him calling your name. And then when you got just a little ways in the journey, because it was different from the path that you had been traveling before, you turned back. But God is telling me to tell somebody right now that this time when you meet Him, this time when you go in, be all in. You know, we've got this trend saying right now, 100, God is looking for 100 out of you. He's looking for 100 out of you. He is waiting for that 100 out of you. That 100 isn't even a tenth of what He wants to put on your life. He wants to lay something on you, but you've got to be in position. You've got to show that you're willing to stick and stay. You have got to show that you know that He's not a Santa Claus daddy, just shows up to fulfill your December wish list and then you're gone off the grid again. So this is, what I wanted to say tonight. So just be encouraged. Just do what you need to do. That's all. If it causes you to stay up all night, on occasion, do it. If it causes you to miss out on some outings with the friends, do it. If it causes you to not go and spend on what you wanted or what you thought initially, then just do it. Obedience is better than sacrifice each and every time, okay? So, hey there, Stacy. She says, hey, my beautiful cousin. Hey, back, beautiful cousin. Linda, I thank you for the love tonight. Thank you for joining in. I just give God praise. I was sharing how I almost slid down the church steps yesterday. And just before I could hit, 2 people caught me. And I know those were angels that God had in position. And I was just telling somebody that God will always catch you before you fall, especially when you're in your right position. You got to be in the right place at the right time, doing what you're supposed to do. And when something catches you unaware, you don't have to worry about the outcome because you didn't know, weren't thinking about it, didn't expect it. But God knows everything from the beginning to the end, and He has got you. There's a safety net with your name on it. That's all I wanted to share. Got to go and get some workout on. Days gotten away from me, but I'm still determined to get my workout in before bed tonight. So I'm about to hit something for at least 30 minutes. All right. So you all be good. Be good. Be good to life. And I believe that life will be good to you because God's in it and God's overall. I appreciate you, Linda. I appreciate you, Teresa and Stacy and everybody who chimed in tonight. I hope that you caught at least one teeny tiny nugget of something that was a blessing to you. And if you could do me a favor and share this with someone, I would really appreciate it. Had no intention of being deep and spooky or astrological on tonight. All of that. Just want to kind of share just a thought or two about the fact that somebody needed to know tonight that God's got your back. You all be good. I'll see you the next time. Blessings. Love you. Bye.